actually not interested in relationship. They're not interested in risking and opening their heart. They're not interested in opening and being transparent and vulnerable. They're not interested in anything else other than toying with you to play a game, to get a hit of a little bit, oh, he followed me, he played the game, I'm good enough. Like really low vibrational, not very conscious, not very kind women. Okay? It's true. It happens. This happens. Why do women play hard to get? I love this question. Alana Pratt here, intimacy expert, founder of the world's first partnering app, Heartmates. Check it out, heartmates.app. It's an amazing intimacy curriculum, live conscious connection calls every single week where you practice expressing yourself unapologetically and listening profoundly. And the dating portion of the partnering app is in beta and will be launched soon. I'm just going to say soon. So, but the whole premise of the partnering app is different than dating apps, which are designed to keep you single, because dating apps make money when you fail at love. I'm committed that you succeed at love. So we're all about you become the one, to find the one, to keep the one, which means it's totally okay that the dating portion of the app is not out yet, because it's time to become your best self. And people often meet even on the conscious connection calls, but they meet through curiosity and friendship and safety and authenticity, which to me is the best way to meet. So back to your question about women playing games. Okay, so there's maybe a couple different reasons why. Sometimes they're actually not interested in relationship. They're not interested in risking and opening their heart. They're not interested in opening and being transparent and vulnerable. They're not interested in anything else other than toying with you to play a game, to get a hit of a little bit, oh, he followed me, he played the game, I'm good enough. Like really low vibrational, not very conscious, not very kind women. Okay? It's true. It happens. This happens. Another way that playing games occurs is really a woman who has great self-esteem, deep clarity of who she's looking for. She has all the sexual pleasure by herself. She doesn't need a hookup to feel fulfilled. And she's really checking you out to see if you're the one. I think there's a book called A Billion Wicked Thoughts. Is that it? A Billion Wicked, something like that. I read it years ago. But anyways, they were going through and they were looking at the behaviors of men and women online. And men basically had like one thing they needed to check off the box to take action and meet somebody. And women had 17. So there's a biological way. Like if we fool around, that could be 18 years of our life if we have a kid, right? It's not just like a thing. It's a big deal. So biologically, I think it's in there as well. And that study from that book showed it. But also, it could be a good sign, not a bad sign. So the first example was she's definitely toying with you, not even interested. And that's going to take you being in your intuition to know the difference, by the way. Right out of the gate, it might look the same, but it's going to have a different feel. It could look the same, but feel different, okay? The second, she's really playing games or checking you out and making sure you're serious because she really likes you. Like you're a contender. Like you might be her champion. You might be her hero she's been waiting for her whole life. So it's not a negative thing. It's a positive thing. And then lastly, I don't know if I'd call this games, but I remember I met this one woman when I very first started online. I was on the Ricky Lake show. There's a bunch of us social media influencers, and we were meant to promote her show and cross promote and have a bunch of fun. And as I was getting to know one of these women, they just had the hottest marriage, and they'd been together for like a decade and a half or so. And she's just like, I just remember that I need to stay the bunny. And I'm like, what do you mean stay the bunny? And she's like, my little white tail, I just make sure he chases the bunny. And I go, what do you mean? She's like, I always just give him little challenges every day. And then I praise him. And I was just like, for them, it really worked. She was coy. She was alluring. She was inviting. And he loved it. And he would just keep chasing her. And then he has the experience of winning every day. And they were just adorable. So it could be these games are just a way for her to be inviting and flirtatious. And as long as she lets you win and then praises you for winning, then that would be a woman who really enjoys games. I even have a client now. She's gorgeous. She's in New York. Very, very successful lady. But she gets quite serious with work and inner masculine energy. But what she really loves is to go to a bar and like play darts, play pool, like play all the games, drink beer. And I'm like, how often do you do that? She goes, oh, I don't really do that very much. I go, but it's who you are. So I've encouraged her to, have her serious job and make all of her money and do her thing. I said, but just, just like put on your jeans and go to the bar and play games because she loves games. And that's just who she is. I have friends that just like, they're all about their Monopoly or they're all about their backgammon or all about playing bridge. Like just, if she's playing games because it's just who she is, then if that's not who you are, you don't like games, well, then that's not going to be your person. But it could just be her way of being joyful in her essence. So allow that. So bottom line, all of that comes down to where's the source of their action to play a game? A closed heart or an open heart? Authentic or inauthentic? Using you, manipulating you, or really inviting you to step up and claim her. The source of all of these are different. So that's your job. That's what your instincts are for. That's what your is for. Not to blanket all women, play games and stay in your head and have a belief. No, go down into your gut. You can't get there if your heart's closed, by the way. But there's a place in you that knows what you know. And you'll know what kind of games a woman's playing. And you'll say, thank you, but no thank you. Or you'll be like, whoa, I'll dive in a little deeper here. Okay. All of that comes down to your heart. And your heart is not a woo-woo wussy thing. It is probably I think it's the strongest muscle in the body. Okay. That should tell you something. But it's where bravery is birthed. It's where courage is sourced. It's your heart. No offense, but any idiot with their heart closed can just push and have willpower. That doesn't take any intelligence. It doesn't take any nobility. But an open heart takes a frig load of nobility. Not a coward, but a courageous man. Okay, closed heart, open heart. And so when your heart is open, you'll know what you know. When your heart is closed, you won't have a hope in hell of hearing your intuition or your instincts. And so if your heart is closed because of past wounds, unhealed wounds that are repelling love, repelling intimacy with yourself and with others, you got to do something about it. It doesn't get any better. It gets worse over time. What you resist persists. If you resist it, it's going to get worse. So dive in, do the work. You're going to feel so confident from the inside out because you know what you know. God, it feels good to wake up and know what you know. This works for me. This doesn't. This is who I am. This isn't. Sexy too, by the way. And it's very magnetic to conscious women. Closed hearts are not. So I encourage you to do the work. And I think we are a great place for you to do the work. Our community is epic. Go to alanapratt.com. There is a complimentary intimacy assessment there that you can take to get a deeper idea of the work that I do. And for you to discover what your freaking blind spot is that's pushing away the love that you desire. Or more love that you desire. Yeah. And then also there's an intimacy breakthrough experience call with my extraordinary intimacy success advisor, Natalie, which will provide 10, 20 times the value. It's $97. She's going to go deep and show you what this blind spot is if you can't find it yourself. Because I can't see mine. She can't see hers. You can't see yours. That's how they're wired. So allow her to support you so you can really get your power back. And you can be put in the direction, whether it's our Heartmates online curriculum, whether it's our group coaching, whether it's coaching with me, whether it's coming to a retreat, like do the work so you are your best self. Like that's how you honor you. That's how you respect you. And oh, by the way, it will help you to attract or awaken the partner that you're with. Yeah? All right. I'll see you there. Much love.